Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Los Alamitos Racecourse here on Saturday. It is the 24th of June 2023. Then look at the ninth race from Los Al, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. It's been so long since I've watched, a race from Southern California. I've been looking at a lot of, I just haven't been looking at the Southern California races in a while. And I turned on TVG, which I haven't watched for like 3 years. Turned it on for the first time today. I'm like, oh shit, Los Alamitos, and I thought of, you know what? Let me look at this ninth race, which I think is a decent race, which I think you can make some money with. But the ninth race from Los Alamitos, it is the Bertrando Stakes. It's going for a purse of $100,000. Race for 3-year-olds and upwards. State breds. Field of 6 horses going 1,600 meters or a mile on the Los Alamitos main track. Going to take the 4-horse Colinga Road as the top selection. 4-1-2-3 in the superfecta for me. 4-1-2-3 super. Top selection of 4-horse Colinga Road. The 6-year-old gelding by Quality Road. Carly Gaines trains. Giovanni Franco gets to mount. The horse's most recent outing came on the green stuff. The Crystal Water was his previous race, San Antonio, 1 mile and 20th of May, and he finished second by 3 1/4 lengths that day, and he just got a stalk that day. He just couldn't catch the winner who outgamed him, but he ran his heart out that day. 2 back in a allowance race against Open Company at San Antonio, 1 mile the 7th of May. He finished 4th by a half a length that day, and he sat back early. He was a little bit wide late, but he had an explosive turn of foot. Came on with an 87 buyer, which wasn't bad at all for that spot. And then on the dirt off the turf of San Antonio, mile and 8th allowance race, finishing second by 2 1/4 lengths. He just kind of stalked. The winner just had outgamed him that day, but he ran his heart out there. And the Tiz now against State Breds at San Antonio, 1 mile 20th of February. He finished third by 10 1/4 lengths. He just kind of stalked. The winner just had the jump on him, but he ran his heart out that day. He hasn't won since the Turf Classic at San Antonio over the mile and 8th on the 7th of January. Winning by a neck from a tracking trip, he really, ran quite nicely. And then I had a decent third in the Cary Grant at Del Mar over the 1 turn 7 furlongs. I'm going to use him here. He could definitely win. I think his second likeliest winner is the 1-horse None Above the Law for Drain Van Dyke, and Drain Van Dyke's only 71 for 3 for this season. I thought he would have a lot more victors, but I think he should move somewhere else in the he should go to like Florida or something. I think he could really get mounts there, and get live mounts. But I think this is a very live mount for him. Most recently, he ran that Crystal Water Stakes where he finished 5th by 6 lengths that day. He didn't really show up that day. It was his first start off the bench. He probably needed the race there, and then the Cary Grant before that, Del Mar over the 7. He finished 4th by 4 3/4 lengths, just a little bit wide that day and just not excelling. And then a decent place down the hill at San Antonio and the California flag handicap. Another horse. He runs on turf and dirt. He always runs these good races. If the pace isn't going to melt down at 8-1, he could win. And then the 2-horse Desmond Doss could win also for Steve Miotti. He won the last 2 editions of this race quite nicely. He likes this track. He ran against tougher competition a few weeks ago in the Triple Bend. He's, stepping down in class. At 3-1, I'll give him a shot on the ticket. But to recap my selection for the ninth from Los Alamitos, it is the Bertrando. Going to take the 4-horse Colinga Road. Give kudos to the 1-horse None Above the Law and the 2-horse Desmond Doss. 4-1-2-3 super. 4-1-2 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.